Okay, great afternoon, everyone. I wanted to pull cards on Vance because we haven't seen him. Haven't read on him for a while. We've seen him. Mickey, will you quit looking? Mickey. But he was cut off mid-sentence after his drama on one show. That was so great. I think I just cut him off. So what does it have to say about Vance? Well, what's driving the reading underneath of it all, he's out in the cold. And the outside influence is this distancing from emotions, maybe having to walk away from above it, that truth, the genuine truth. And the foundation is the cup of abominations overflowing, okay? He walks away from the truth and the lies, the spin, the stuff that's going on. So the reading's about feeling embattled. The energy coming into it is juggling things. Above it, it's what he's working on, and the foundation is the choices he's making in life. So what's going on now? We have the Emperor. Now, I'm not sure if this is, in this case, Trump, or if it's his desires to be in this position. But above it, we have the mind spin going on and charging forward of information, and the foundation, the nightmare, okay, the nightmare scenario that's going on. So this could be, again, some of his things, but it also could be the stuff going on with Trump that's affecting him, with things charging forward and just this nightmare. So the challenge is to block things, block the truth. Potential outcome, though, is not good. It's that truth finally coming out, coming to an end. Above it, now I think in this case it's not trying to get to a better place. In this case, when I'm seeing this, I'm just seeing the sorrow of this, okay, a feeling of this loss, a feeling of, being ushered away, because the foundation is the wheel is turning. So I think it's about his best laid plans are not going well. But let's go ahead and do the clarifying read and see if it's going to give us some more insight as to what's going on. But those last things, again, for me are feeling like when I look at that, the immediate reaction I'm getting energetically with that is this being ushered away in defeat. So let's see what we have. At the center of it all, we have actions taking place, okay? The action that's going to take place. Action in hand. Above it, an agreement, okay? An agreement about an action. The foundation, a message. A message, so something's going to take place. I think this has to do with something legally that's going to come down. On one side of it, we have judgment. Yeah, okay, judgment is coming. Above it, ooh, that's really an end point. A judgment and repressing this That is coming to an end, and that is being strengthened now. A strong judgment is coming about the things they're trying to get away with. So something is going to be revealed. Something is coming. Okay? Continuing to look over their shoulder as judgment is coming in. On the other side of it, we have the desires, what they're trying to sell, the merchant. Above it, things being overturned, seeing it from a different viewpoint, sacrifice happening. When it comes to the fishtails, the lies, what they're trying to feed people, and controlling the action in hand. What's driving the reading is feeling embattled. Again, this new cup is coming to light, the cup of abominations overflowing. The truth is coming out, that fight. She don't play. Having to walk away. Distancing from things. When it comes to what's moving. Actions happening when it comes to the White House. Okay? So maybe some of these things, impeachment, other things are coming down. And the wheel is turning. And it's coming to an end. An end is in sight. An ending of something. With a new action. When it comes to an investigation. Into guess what, guess who, and what's being offered up with the arguments about this manipulation by Trump. And the long term about the harvest and evidence they've got in hand with this deception, this delusion, this dark night that they worked on to juggle things, and this is the choices that they have made and the burden that people have felt, and it's time to temper it. So something major is going to come out. Now, whether this is Article 25, whether it's an impeachment, whether it's something to do with the criminality of stealing the election, I don't know. I'm just going to put it out there. I don't know what's coming, but something, it looks like, is coming. An action that people are going to take. An action in hand, the strengthening to overturn this, to end the lies and the spin that they've been doing. Again, there's an agreement about an action, a message about an action to be taken, and judgment when it comes to what they've been trying to sell the merchant. And what they have in hand, controlling the action to try to get away with things. Okay, the theft. So it is not looking good for Vance. So I don't know what's going to happen with Vance, but we know that nobody likes Vance. MAGA doesn't like him. Republicans don't like him. Democrats don't like him. So whatever happens with Trump, and Trump is out, an investigation pushed to the edge with a new action where this is moving forward to what's being driven when it comes to the world and the choices being made in life. So what those choices are and what's going to happen, it's a loss. He's facing a loss. Some way, shape, or form, it is not going to end well for Vance. Okay. So on that note, I'll leave that here. But it's looking a bit dire when it comes to Vance and his ambition and his drama. On that note, I'll leave that here. We'll see if the cards are right or wrong. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you online.